All right, guys, welcome back. Let's talk a little bit about cardio versus weight training for fat loss and why, for us, it's so important that when we have your time in here with you, which is an hour out of your 24-hour day, we focus primarily on the strength training side and metabolism boosting side of things. So everyone knows that cardio can make you lose weight. That's obvious. You can look at runners, marathon runners, they're very, very skinny. Losing weight in total means also losing muscle mass. So what that means for you is if you are someone who has a typical desk job and you have a tendency to sit a lot, and you don't get a ton of steps throughout the day, that means that when you are burning calories, if you're a runner, is only the time that you're actively running. In the moment is when you're burning calories. But like I said earlier, you're going to be burning muscle at the same time. Muscle is a very expensive fat from an oxidative standpoint. So the amount of oxygen you're taking in, it's harder for your body. If you're a super muscular bodybuilder, it's really hard for them to run because it takes so much oxygen and heart demand to be able to keep up with that kind of exercise and intensity over a sustained basis. Now, so that'll tear down or burn down your muscles, catabolic in nature. The reason we focus primarily on weight training for fat loss and weight loss in general is because that we're trying to build your metabolism the entire time, right? So if we're building more muscle and creating more muscle mass, your body just at a resting state is going to have a higher basal metabolic rate and resting metabolic rate. So what that means is you'll be actively burning more calories throughout the day without having to do more. So the hour that you spend in here, it's very important that you're testing yourself and utilizing that theory of progressive overload to grow your muscle mass in total. And trust me, we get this a lot where it's like, I don't want to look too muscular or manly. We get that from the female side a lot. It's very challenging to do that, guys. I've been working out in the fitness industry for 10 years at this point. If I could look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, trust me, I would. It's very hard to get to that point. So you're never going to get, unless you have some sort of external source that's aiding you. It's very challenging to get super, super bulky. But one thing it will help you do from a natural basis, if you're eating well and your nutrition is even close to on point, you will be gaining muscle mass if you're taking your training seriously, doing the training goals that we're requesting out of you, and being inquisitive about what we're trying to accomplish inside of those cycles, and you're actually trying to attain that desired outcome. So weight training, very important. Build that metabolism. We want to make it as roaring and as burning as possible the entire time. We will have aerobic capacity cycles because it's always good to have a good aerobic base. That's a nice baseline for everything, but we want to make sure we're focusing on building muscle mass more than anything to build that metabolism and leave you feeling leaner longer without having to do as much.